everyone. I'm going to be doing a reading from my book that's coming out soon, Iridescent. I'm reading from chapter 1. I'm not reading from right at the beginning of chapter 1 because I've done that already on a different video for Scoobs, when I read out loud for Scoobs. So I'm not going to read from that, and I'm only going to read you, I think it's for like 3 and a little bit pages, A5 pages. So I hope you enjoy it. Please remember that I don't have like a animated reading voice at all. Eventually, after we had gotten over the amusement of it, I asked him, "What is Skye like, Angus?" "Oh, lass, it is truly something beautiful. Rolling green hills. It's cloudy and rains quite a lot. Probably why it's so green. It stays cool most days, which I recall ye saying ye enjoy the cold," he answered. "Oh yes, I love the cold," I replied. "Please tell me more," I asked while sitting more forward in my chair. "Well, there is beauty in every direction, and the people are so hospitable that they make ye feel like ye can come home, and that ye are not just a tourist. The ruling families in Skye have been the MacLeods of Dunvegan, and their castle still stands at the north of the Isle, and the MacDonalds of Sleat's castle is in the south. But I am sure that I am not doing it any justice. You really need to go and take the ferry and see it for yourself," he replied wistfully. I sat staring at him in awe. Castles, hills, mountains, rain, snow and cold. It sounded like a fairy tale, and I wanted that fairy tale. "Thank you, Angus. I think you just helped me decide where I'm going to relocate to. I think it's going to be absolutely wonderful," I said, beaming from ear to ear, and abruptly yawned so widely that I'm sure I almost swallowed Angus. "It's only a pleasure, lass. I'm glad I could be of assistance to ye. But now ye need to go to bed before you swallow me whole," he said with a jolly chuckle, and I nodded. I thanked him again and surprised myself by giving him a hug, and then made my way to my room. When I got to my room, I started getting ready for bed and noticed that it was already 3 a.m. and almost stumbled over my shoes. I got such a shock. While I was getting ready for bed, I was making my lists for tomorrow. Find info on how to get to the island of Skye. Find out where to find a place to stay there. Find out where all the stores are. Book another night here while I get everything ready. "All right, Skye, go to sleep now, seriously." Talking to myself again, I shook my head. I should probably just make peace with it. It doesn't seem to be going anywhere. After having a little giggle to myself, I got into bed to try and sleep. The bed was so cozy and warm that it didn't take very long before I was fast asleep, dreaming about the Isle of Skye, castles, dragons, and rolling hills with knights riding over them. In the morning I woke up at 9 a.m., and considering I went to bed at 3 a.m., it was quite early. I got dressed and ready, and got everything together for my outing. I went downstairs and ordered breakfast, and then went to speak to the lady at the reception desk, and asked her if I could book my room for that night as well, and then paid her for it. I then went and ate breakfast, which was quite appetizing, although I was so hungry that I think an old shoe would have been appetizing at that point, but I would never say that to them. The best part of the breakfast, though, was the coffee, naturally. I loved coffee. If I could have it through an IV, I would. My mom always lectured me on the perils of coffee, but I never listened to her. I really missed her. It's been just over a year now since she went missing. Wow, I can't believe it's been that long already. I really hope they somehow find her. I need closure or something. Anyway, enough of that subject before I curl up in a ball and hide. It's time to go looking for a place to stay on the Isle of Skye. I giggled to myself, thinking that it was going to be entertaining informing realtors what my name is when they ask, and they realize that my name is Skye and I want to live on the Isle of Skye. I wonder why that woman is staring at me, I suddenly thought to myself, and then realized that I had a stupid grin on my face at the amusement of my name. So I smiled at her sweetly and walked on. Sometimes I could be so weird. I spent most of the day seeing realtors, but no one could help me. They all informed me that I should rather go to the aisle and speak to the realtor there. Yes, only one realtor, which meant it's a small town, which was right up my alley. I eventually went to an internet cafe and got the number for a B&B there, named Stone Ridge B&B. I called and booked to stay there from tomorrow and informed them that it was indefinitely for now. I then had to find out how to get to the Isle of Skye. I couldn't very well swim. I walked past a bus service office and walked in. They informed me that I could take the bus over the bridge on the A87. The lady also informed me that the bus stop was not far from Stonebridge B&B, which meant I could walk to them from there. I booked the bus for the next morning and was starting to feel excited. This was where my new journey was going to begin, and I couldn't wait to see what happens. The lady at the bus booking counter informed me that it was very cold on the bus trip and suggested that I have something warm on, so I decided to venture into the stores to find a nice warm blanket and maybe some lunch too before retiring to Briar Rose Inn. I found a quaint little pub and had my lunch there. After eating and then finding a cozy and warm fake fur blanket, I found my way back to the inn. I would need to sleep well tonight, so I asked for some chamomile tea for when I went to bed after supper and made sure not to fall asleep on the chair again. One thing I had to say about this inn was that their bed was extremely cozy and comfortable. I wished I could take it with me, but it would never fit on my lap on the bus. I hoped to see Angus again so that I could inform him of my plans and to say goodbye, but he was not there yet by the time I went to bed, and the chamomile was starting to work. The next day was going to be a new beginning for me, and I was hoping for the best. As sleep took over, I thought of castles, hills, beautiful mountains, rain, snow, and cold. So that is the end part of chapter 1. I'm still busy editing and adding the embellishments and any extra information on it. If you listen to this and you have any advice or any comments that you'd like to make, you can put it in the comments block below. I'm always open to advice, and you will see that on my Facebook page I'll start advertising when it's going to be coming available. So I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please can you give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already to my channel, if you could please do so, I'd really appreciate it. And if you subscribe, there will be a little bell notification. If you can click on that, it will inform you of when I upload a video. And as I say, my social media will be in the description block below. And I hope that you have a lovely day further. Enjoy your moments. Goodbye.